The Star Wars prequels are a real point of contention with even the most hardcore members of the Star Wars fandom, and as such, they are hated on by pretty much everyone, arguably in an almost unfair amount. So while the majority of people like to point out the flaws, inconsistencies, bad acting, dated special effects, racist caricatures, making beloved ideas from the original trilogy stupid and insulting, I'm going to put out 5 things I thought the prequels did alright. And believe it or not, yes, there are actually 5 somewhat good things to point out. Number 5. Now there is one thing I don't think anyone can disagree with that the prequels did perfectly. The score. John Williams brought his A-game to every single movie, using a perfect blend of original pieces combined with references or nods to the original trilogy soundtrack. In fact, I would go as far to say that the entire prequel trilogy would have next to no impact at all if the soundtrack wasn't there. It certainly wasn't the great acting that added any emotion to the scenes.
The oppression of the Sith will never return. You have lost.
Number 4. Despite what you think about the films themselves, the design of the crazy planets, ships and other such things all come across as if some real thought was put into them. The artistic vision to the planets turned out to be far more interesting than what was actually going on in the story itself. The world building is my personal favourite thing that the prequels did, if for no other reason than they provided a wide variety of locations for video games and other spin-off material to be based. Number 3. Take away all the stupid shit Lucas unnecessarily thrusted into the prequels and take a second to think about the original characters that were created. To give the man some credit, he has created a couple of new genuinely iconic characters: Darth Maul, Jango Fett, General Grievous. Sure, they all get killed in the second scene that they're in, but at least they looked cool, right? Number 2. I have to admit, I love a good action scene. While the dialogue and non-conflict based character interactions were filmed in a very bland and uninteresting way, when Lucas is free to control the camera in a fully 3D action scene, he does understand how to make it extremely entertaining. It's a shame that a simple scene like this can be infinitely more powerful though, because, you know, it does help to actually care about the characters. But as it is, the action scenes are about the only thing worth revisiting the prequels for. Just make sure you have a remote handy, so you can fast forward past this stilted, hilariously bad dialogue that's going on when something isn't blowing up.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Number 1. This might sound strange, but you know what? The number 1 thing for me is just the fact that these films exist. I love the fact that something as simple as a movie trilogy can bring out such a passion in people. And sure, perhaps if I had the choice, I wish they could be done over properly. But as it stands, the debates, conversations, parodies, and arguments over the prequels only helps to reinforce how important Star Wars is to pop culture. And that alone is enough to at least accept their existence. And besides, we always have the original trilogy to go back to. Oh wait. Not without weird CG, Jabba Palace singing creatures, Sarlacc mouths, Ewok blinks, Darth Vader saying no as he kills the Emperor, rocks in front of R2, Greedo shooting first, Obi-Wan's weird screech. I take it all back, fuck you George Lucas. So there we have it folks, a list of 5 things the prequels sort of did right. Stay tuned for a follow-up video where I'll do the opposite. 5 things they did horribly wrong, so it'll probably be a list of 40 billion things they did wrong. Anyway, what did you think? Do you like my list? What do you think the prequels did right, if anything? Tell me in the comments below. Make sure to check out my other videos and my other channel, I Hate Everything, for rants on various convoluted subjects. Like the JAR Facebook page for all news on all things JAR, and as always, thanks for watching. All comments and ratings are appreciated. I'll see you next time. Bye.